Bram, Bode Horn, attention booster clubs. Booster club members, if you're tired of fundraisers that steal your nights and weekends just to raise a little, this is for you. We help booster clubs for any sport create a weekly Coaches Show podcast. Football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, all of it. Fans love it because it highlights the team, the players, and the story behind the season. And here's the part you're going to like. We do all the work. We handle the setup, the recording, the editing, the posting, the graphics, and the promo clips. We even help you package it so local businesses want to sponsor it, and that sponsorship money becomes Booster Club revenue. Your only job? Make the coach available for a short interview each week. That's it. Want the simple breakdown on how this turns into fundraising? Comment Booster to get your Coaches Show fundraising plan.
And when Coach, if you'll introduce your six student athletes.
Yeah, so we've got our captains in here today, our team elected captains. We've got senior Colt Gentry, senior Bode Ham, senior Sean Staniland, and then juniors Tucker Scott, Lorenzo Vargas, and Dayton Blacker.
Coach, just your initial thoughts about winning state title?
Man, incredible, special group of kids. To do what they've done over the last 2 years, winning a state title is really hard, and then coming back the next year and wearing a big bullseye on your back all year long and getting back and doing it again is incredible. It's incredible. It's a special group of kids. I want to make it abundantly clear that it's my opinion that we have, without a doubt, the best kids in our division, and so we needed to win 2 state championships. I take no credit as the head football coach. These guys are great leaders. I just steer the ship a little bit every now and then, but this is a player-led team, and special.
Questions?
Bode, you set the record, 10 rushing touchdowns, 13 total touchdowns. Finished, I think, 11 yards shy of the all-time rushing record in the state title game. What was it about today? Because and it wasn't just offensively, you were all over the place on defense too.
I just want to thank my coaches. They put me in places to make plays. My teammate, I can't thank them enough. I just want to thank them.
I will not to steal any of Bode's thunder, but as I'm looking at this right here, 39 rushes on the day as a team, 39 rushes, 487 yards. That's incredible. And that speaks to, yes, a very talented back, but also a dominant offensive line. And I cannot speak enough about what Colt Gentry, Dayton Blacker, Tucker Stott did up front. All right, just creating massive holes, and then Sean Stanland and Lorenzo Vargas pitching the ball and getting their blocks. I mean, you know, Bode is as gifted as they come. I've never coached an athlete as gifted as he is. He's special. But the guys that are in front of him, creating those holes, man, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy the running lanes he had in that ballgame.
You guys, what is it like being on the same field, being in that huddle with Bode, knowing he's so close to the record and then eventually breaking it? What's it mean to you guys to see him have that accomplishment?
Oh, it was really special for all of us, not only for Bode, but just all of us know how hard he's worked throughout the 4 years of high school and all throughout his life. And we've been right there with him, but we've just seen all the extra work that goes into it. So then just to get to be in that moment with him, for him to break that record is very special. And I didn't think I'd get emotional about it, but just this group of friends that I have, not only teammates but friends that I just love. It's a special thing, and it's special to get to do it with this group of guys.
Can we hear from each one of you guys what it means to be back-to-back state champs? I mean, obviously the 2 years before these 2 years, I mean, you guys had great teams. You just couldn't win state. You know how hard it is to get here and now win 30 games in a row. What does that mean to each one of you guys? And everybody in your community was here today.
Well, it started when we were younger. We always promised each other that we were going to win state championships when we get older, and we promised each other and held each other accountable that we're going to work and outwork the state. Because there's nothing that I've wanted more than be successful with my friends, and that's just like the greatest blessing to me. And like Cole said, I didn't think I was going to get emotional today, but it's just it's really accomplishing when you get to do it with the closest people, and it's just like it's really like there's a place in my heart for this moments that will never leave. And I'll always think about these every single day. They're some of the greatest memories I ever cherished in high school. And we won a state championship last year. We had a great team, great group of seniors. And what we wanted to do is make history and go back to back. We knew we had the target on our back. We're the #1 team. And we knew anything shy of that, we would have felt like it would have been a letdown of a season. And so we knew we had to work harder to replace those really big roles as seniors. And everyone stepped up. We had really good juniors and sophomores step up this year, as you can see. But they filled those gaps, and it's really amazing that I can say that we went back-to-back in football. And it's just really accomplishing that I can end my senior year knowing I won a game. That's my last game.
Colt, Bode, Sean, you guys have won 2 state titles in basketball as well. I'm curious for you guys as a senior class, what has it been for you guys to set that standard for Jayton across the board and not just football?
I just think all the times we've won state throughout our career has set a great example for the younger groups coming up. Not only the freshmen and sophomores that are here this year, but like, as y'all probably saw, we had about 100 managers on the sideline from grade like kindergarten through 8th grade. And so all those guys, like, we can tell in their junior high games and their practices how much harder like they go and how that's on their mind is winning state. And the groups that are in elementary and junior high right now, like, they're gonna win state because of how hard they worked. And I mean, we're not going to take the credit from them, but I just think it's good to have older classes that set good examples for you and show you how to get it done.
Dayton, Coach kind of talked about the job you did blocking today, but not just that, but also getting to score a big man tutty. How much fun is that? Yeah, 2 of them. How much fun is that on a stage like this, and especially when you're making holes that Bode's able to take advantage of?
Yeah, last year we came to state and I did not score a touchdown, so my plan was this year if I got the ball, make the most of it and score a touchdown. And luckily, when Bode's so good at running back, everyone's going to go to him, that it allows me to just slip wide open and get touchdowns. And when talking about our line, like, Colt's the best center in the state of Texas, I truly believe. Tucker, probably one of the best wides in the state of Texas. Like, when you have us 3 that are willing to like go into the trenches, and because we know if we open up a little hole, Bode's going to score. And so I think that just goes to talk about how our line is and how good Bode is.
Here you go. Hodge from the Hodgeback. As a former coach, appreciate your humility. We always say it's not X's and O's, it's Jimmy and Joe's. But you guys have created a culture in Jayton, Texas. What is, not the secret, but what has been the difference being able to do it the way you and your coaching staff has created a culture and an expectation? Because it is. I appreciate humility, but it is bringing it together.
It is, and I think that's probably the biggest. If we have an X factor, it's our culture, and it's something that's taken Coach Blacker and I a lot of years. You know, we've been together for 15 years now, grew up together, and we've been building this thing for a long time. And a lot of it was just, me growing as a coach, Coach Blacker growing as a coach, and getting it to the point where, listen, I wish that I could sum it up, but we just, and I don't, we have awesome kids, and we have kids that, and it started before these guys, right? I believe that we all stand on the shoulders of giants. Like I had, when I was a little kid, I had, stories of, of Trey Ritchie and those guys to grow up to. And now these guys are doing that. But before these guys, they had, they were on the sidelines as managers when we were in the state basketball tournament, when we were in the state semifinals in football, and they were watching Pecos Smith and Ty Scoggin and those groups come through. Tripp's older brother was in that group. And so it's just, it's a community-wide culture and expectation of excellence. I don't know how else to put it. And Colt was exaggerating a little bit. We have 20 managers here today. 20 managers from 2nd grade to 8th grade. All right? And these guys, they get in the way sometimes, and they can be annoying. And a lot of times we're trying to shoo them away, But those kids come to practice every day. They're at practice every single day, and they watch the way these guys work. They're in the locker room, in the post game, and sometimes at halftime if I'm not too mad. But these guys, we say all the time that Jaybirds teach their young, and that's what it's about. There's no better group. I have 3 sons in that group and 2 nephews, and there's no better group of kids for our young guys to learn from than these guys that are up here. And there's more in the locker room, right? We can only bring 3, and I told all the captains to come. We have other juniors that are in there and some other seniors that are in there that are fantastic leaders too. But it's just watching what the guys ahead of you have done and protecting our tradition, and then these guys, to their credit, have taken it to a whole nother level. And yeah, it's special.
Can you describe what it felt like the moment you scored that, the 13th touchdown that, broke the record?
Well, I came off the field, I was cramping a little bit. But somebody told me that I tied the rushing record, and I was over there cramping a little bit.
He said if we get the ball back, I'm going back in. So
yeah, so when I found that out, I knew I had to go back in. So I'm thankful that I got to carry it one more time to break that record.
Coach, when you have a group of kids like this, it certainly feels like a family. But the fact you have actual family on there and you're getting to coach your son in his very last football game, and it was a win. Just talk about the emotions there and what it really means to you and your family.
Well, first off, Sean's my cousin.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, listen, I get family resemblance. We look a lot alike. I get it.
It's like your son.
That's pretty much what I was in high school. So, I wish I could claim him as my own. Sean's dad and I are first cousins. So Sean and I are cousins. Yeah, listen, it makes it special. It makes it special. I've got Sean on the team. I've got another cousin on the team, Garrison Allen. His mother and I are first cousins, and then distant related, I'm sure, to a bunch of the others. I truly think of these guys, and we're very fortunate. Every kid on this stage and almost everybody that we have in the program's got a great family. They got a great father and a great mother at home, and so. But I still, man, I think of these guys like sons. I love them that way. I push them hard. And I tell them all the time, like, in my life, there are 3 things, the top 3 things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for Jesus. I'm thankful for my family, and then they're number 3. These guys, for the blessing that they are in my life, to make it so much fun to get up every single day and go. I mean, they pay me to spend time with these guys. And sometimes I feel like it's robbery, because they make every day fun. They're hardworking kids because they come from great families. And we don't have to coach effort. We don't have to coach bad attitudes. All we do is they show up, whatever we're doing, and they go to work and they do things the right way, and they love each other. And listen, we had a kid today carry the ball 28 times for 430 yards and 10 touchdowns. And if you had any idea how little ego there is on this team, right? Like, these guys were emotional, right, for their teammate getting to do that. That's uncommon. That's uncommon. There's not a single guy out there wanting the ball, right? When they knew that Bode was close, they wanted Bode to have that football. And there's no ego here. We're all on Team Jayton, and it's and that lack of ego and just all of us chasing a common goal makes it possible.
We have time for 2 more questions in the back.
Yeah, Coach, speaking of history, I was texting with Coach Ritchie during the game. Were you aware how close he was to breaking the rushing record of 461 yards, 460? Coach Ritchie wanted that record broken, just so you know.
Trey has it?
Trey has it.
Yeah.
It actually says it's Grand Falls, but Trey has it. He wanted it broken. He sent the article. And also speak to the fact that for the first time in 40 years, he came home for homecoming.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, did you know you didn't know he was close to that record?
Well, we were given, Brandon kind of whispered in my ear, Brandon McAuliffe up here on the front row, he's like, you're going to get him the record, and we had no idea. We had no idea. And honestly, like, we don't really think that way, but yeah, I would have loved to have gotten Bode 31 more yards. Once we saw that he had tied the record, we felt like we wanted to try to get him the touchdown record. Yeah, that'd have been awesome, but it's also cool that, Trey Ritchie's in there for total yardage, and now Bode Ham's in there for touchdowns. So that's pretty cool.
Final question.
Sean, when did you guys know that you guys had a shot at repeating
I would just say the beginning of the season. I'm not trying to be cocky at any point. I've always been very, very confident in what I am and what I do. And with my friends and stuff, I know we've all worked very, very hard in the summer. We worked hard in the fall. Our coaches, they have the best game plan every single game, and they always put us in the best position we can. And I knew just those pieces getting put together, I knew there's nothing that can stop us. And Coach says every week, if we can be us, no one can stop us. And so I highly believed in that, and I just knew what we were coming from the summer and stuff, and I just had a really, really good feeling that there was a chance we go back to back.
Do they get to go to basketball practice late tomorrow?
We got basketball practice tomorrow. We're playing
6 a.m.
Yeah.
Do they get to come in later?
How big is Friendship Memorial?
4A, 5A.
We're playing a big school on Friday, and so that's the thing. These guys, listen, we'll have basketball practice tomorrow, and then we'll begin the quest to three-peat in basketball. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Where's that game at?
In Jayton. In Jayton on Friday. 5, 6?
The varsity game's at 7:30.
7:30. JV at 6, varsity at 7:30.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Lone Star Gridiron is looking for interns. Over the years, we have helped dozens of students get jobs in sports media. If you want to shortcut your path to a career in sports media, click on the internship link on LoneStarGridiron.com.